with our Japanese travel postcard. Ultimately, I probably would want to add another photo. I require at least 2 photos. You can have more photos, that's fine. And if I want to move one of these photos off the page a little bit, bleed it off as they call, go to Tory, Tory Gates, select it, drag it a little bit off, that's fine. It just creates a little motion and movement, a little bit of asymmetry, I guess you would call it. Maybe I want to move Sushi up a little bit because Sushi gets all lonely down there by herself. I will call her because that sounds like Susie. So anyway, I digress. I want to add some text because I require a headline and a subhead. So a subhead would be like on the postcard that we just did, Hawaii Island Paradise. This will be Japan and some sort of text. So I clicked on the text tool. I click on my document. As soon as I start typing, it's going to pick up the same size type that I just used. You can see the cursor is really big. So I'm going to make the type size a lot smaller. I'm going to make it like 18 point right there. I'm going to make it black. It is. I don't want Hiroshige. That's going to be really hard to read. And I don't want hobo because that's just a ridiculous typeface to set something in as far as typing much information. I don't know. I just typed in some words, see what they're looking like. Be prepared to be transported back in time. Okay. So it's just going to keep typing and typing and typing in one line. You have to manually break the lines. So be prepared to be transported back in time. If I click before the B and back, hold down shift, hit return. That's a soft return. You can add paragraph space if you hit a hard return. If you hit soft return, you can't. I don't need paragraph space, so I'm not going to worry about it. Be prepared. I'm going to keep be prepared on one line. To be transported back in time. I want to make be prepared bigger, just so it's like be prepared. So if I go up to my text box, my character palette, maybe I want a 24 point. Do I like the typeface? Nah, it's okay. It's not terrible. So we talked about the 3 different kinds of type. So we don't want it to conflict. We don't want to be concordant and use only one typeface. We want it to be, I'm losing track of the word right now, concordant, conflicting. We want it to be the other one. I know that sounds bad. It'll come to me in a minute. But we want there to be contrast. That's it. It comes naturally. Contrast. Enough contrast to look different. Right now, Japan and be prepared kind of are conflicting in my opinion. So I'm going to go with a different typeface. Instead of a serif, I'm going to go for a sans serif. Let's try this one. I don't like that one either. It's got too many thick and thin strokes, so sometimes picking out a typeface, you're just gonna have to try different choices until you find one that you like. I will try not to take too long. I'll try good old Helvetica. I really don't like that typeface. Future is interesting. I don't know that that really sets the tone either. So I'm looking for a kind of a simple, elegant typeface. Maybe. We'll see. Regardless, I will say that that's not the right one. I definitely don't want to use a script. Sometimes it takes too long, and ideally I probably should have had this part taken care of before, because watching someone pick out a typeface is probably like watching someone paint a wall, watching paint dry. I'm just going to keep it here because I don't want to take up a lot of time. I don't like the typeface, but that's okay. So as far as alignment goes, I want be prepared to take up as much space from the T to the D. So I'm going to go up to the point size and increase it a little bit. You can manually type in here. I'm just going to go for 26 instead of what it was. That's pretty close. Be prepared. Maybe I'll give it a different color. Maybe that'll be, let me deselect this first. Maybe I want be prepared to be the same color as the Torii Gates. If I do, I can go to my eyedropper tool right here. Click on a darker red within there. It will put that red that I just sampled from the gates in my foreground. So if I go back to my text tool and wipe over be prepared, I can change it to that color. And then deselect it. It's not great, but that's okay because I'm going to do something else. I'm going to add one more layer. I'm going to go down to add a layer down here at the bottom, create a new layer. I'm going to call it box. Box. And add a colored box behind it to help the type stand out. So on the layer that I just created called box, I'm going to draw with the rectangle selection tool a box. It kind of looks like it's covering up the text. And it is, but it won't be because I'm going to change the order of the layer in a minute. What color do I want it to be? Let's see. Well, I'm changing my mind on the fly here. I want to fill it with this color. Okay, I already have the color selected. If I go to the paint bucket tool, where did it go? If you lose a tool, you can always go back under the edit menu or something. Can I fill it? Yes, I did. Okay. So what I want to do now is send that to the back, deselect it. Get on your move tool and click anywhere in an open space except right back on where you were. Or hit Command D, that also deselects it too. So I want to take the box and put that behind be prepared. You can't see be prepared because it's in that same color text as the box is. So I want to now go back up to be prepared. That's the layer I want to work on. Go to the text tool. I triple clicked to select be prepared. Now I'm going to make that white. Okay. Not perfect. That's okay. To get the idea, I would want to put like a little, I don't know, yin-yang symbol or something here. Maybe I can do that really quick. I don't know. I don't think I will because I really want you guys to get a grasp on the necessary tools. I do want to have this be prepared box to have the same photo border as the other sushi and the Torii Gates. So if I go to sushi, to the effects, I hold down Command Option or Command Control on a Windows, click on Effects, hold your mouse down, drag it up the box, and it copies that same effect into this box here. So that ends my lesson for today, and you can add to it, have fun with it, that's important, and hopefully this helps you along the way. Thanks. I'm saving it, and I'm